It is time for another geography study story. Today we're going to be learning some of the countries of Asia. Certainly not all the countries of Asia, but most of the countries that you'll hear about most in the news. So a study story is meant to help you learn the locations in a place. It is not good. It is usually horrible. It might sound silly. But it will help you learn the locations for the quiz. So stick with it, look at the pictures, and really try to imagine that story in your head while you're looking at the different countries. So our study story in Asia is going to start with our main character, Paul. Paul is right here in the middle. Nepal is this country he is standing on. So our main character, Paul, Nepal, was on vacation in windy India. If you look at the country of India, it sticks down like this. It looks a lot like a tornado shape. So he was on vacation in windy India. When he got an alert on his phone that his alarm had gone off in his house. So he grabbed his dino backpack. If you look at this country, it looks like a dinosaur, and it's a backpack because it's Pakistan, Pakistan. So he grabbed his Pakistan backpack. He put in his Afghanistan, and Afghan is another word for like a blanket. So he packed his backpack, Pakistan, with his Afghanistan, and he ran back. Iraq. You're running this way, so I ran back. Iraq. He ran back home. So it turns out when he got home that it was just his creepy friend Jordan, who was eating some real cereal. The first country here is really tiny, and it's Israel. So it has the word real in it. Israel. Cereal is for Syria. So these two small countries, you can see them on a closer map. So it was his friend Jordan, and he was eating some real Israel cereal, Syria, and he was eating a turkey leg in Turkey. So it was just then when he realized he was late to a wedding he needed to go to. So he jumped in his Audi in Saudi. This country here is Saudi Arabia. He jumped in his Audi in Saudi, and he rushed. Russia is this country here. He rushed to the store because he had forgotten to buy them wedding gifts. And so he bought some fine china. This is the country of China here. And if you notice, this part of China is very rounded, almost like a plate fits right here. So this china plate fits right here in China. So he rushed back to get some china and a pan. A pan. If you look at Japan, it actually looks like it could be a pan. Here's its handle. Here's its pan part. So the Japan. So he rushed back to get some fine china and a pan, Japan, for his friend Ria. These are the Koreas. So there's South Korea and North Korea. His friend Ria and his friend Philip, the Philippines. So here's Korea's Ria, and Philip is the Philippines. So he rushed to get them some fine china and a pan for his friend Ria and Philip. And then he realized, oh my gosh, I got them gifts, but I forgot a tie. I can't go to a wedding without a tie. So he went to Thailand. This country here that has a long neck, it sticks down, way down. That looks like almost like a necktie is sticking down. So this is Thailand. He forgot a tie, so it's like a tie is sticking down in Thailand. So he borrowed a tie from his friend Juan, Taiwan, right? So he borrowed a tie, Thailand, from his friend Juan, Taiwan, okay? Then he headed to the wedding on the beach under the palms in Vietnam. Nothing really rhymes with Vietnam, so palm kind of does. So he went to the edge. This country right here, Vietnam, is on the ocean, so it would be nice and hot and sunny, a perfect place to go to a beach wedding. So he went to under the palms in Vietnam. Okay, so Paul is Nepal. He was in vacation with windy Indy when he realized the alarm was going off in his house. So he put his Pakistan on his back, Pakistan, and his Afghan inside his backpack. Afghanistan, and he ran, Iran, back, Iraq to Jordan. It just turned out to be his friend Jordan was at his house, and he was eating some real Israel, cereal, Syria, and eating a turkey leg. Good grief. Then it was that he realized he was missing a wedding, so he jumped in his Audi in Saudi. Kind of looks like a little boot here. His Audi in Saudi, and he rushed back, Russia, to get some china, fine china in China, and a pan in Japan for a wedding gift. But then he had forgotten his tie. So this long country with a long peninsula is Thailand, and he borrowed it from his friend Juan, Taiwan. Oh, and his married friends is going to be Ria and Philip. So Ria are the Koreas, North Korea and South Korea, and Philip is the Philippines. And then he finally was able to get to Under the Palms on the beach, Under the Palms in Vietnam. I hope this study story helps you do better on the quiz. I know it was horrible, but it will help you remember. Have a great day.